Hi there, this is Live Prepper, and I'm doing a back to bases junk journals is what I'm teaching myself. Now I bought these. First I was gonna do the thread to them and everything. I decided, you know what, I wonder if it's where I could add into them. This here is on my esty store site, joanvalkyrieshort. I've got it listed for $60, but that includes shipping. So you see right here, all this is handmade. I have my thread here. I took and I punched the holes all the way around, and this here is a pouch I've made here, and also here is pouches I made here of my little kitty cats in this one right here. As you can see, I have total 4 of these in this book. So like I said, this here is made with tissue paper and some greeting cards. I cut it up, and little glitter and everything in there. I have eagle print in here. I have leaf print right here. A variety of things. This here is a writing journal, or you could use it for a scrap journal, or you can use it as for photos or whatever. I use different colors of papers. I use fabric dye to help create some of the effects I got here. As you can see here, that is from a cedar plant. I also went along here and did some drawing here. And the advantage of this here, having this in here, you can take these out, you can rearrange it, but you can add to it, you can take away from it, or whatever. This here is some more of the overall dyed papers here that I did. You can see here, ain't that just beautiful? Now, everything here pretty well is handmade. Now, like I said, I have a total of 4 of these. This is made from wallpaper. Some vintage wallpaper I picked up with a fabric backing here, as you see. And I did drawings on. This is just some envelopes. I trimmed the top off. And I left a little rough look to it because I figured, you know what? It's a back to bases junk journal is what it is. Again, here is some pages. I just trimmed the edges off of them here. And then right here is some of my eagle printing that I did here. And look here, see all this right in here? This is it. And then I added some fabric dye in there with it. Some, where I've been doing tie-dye, so I have my fabric dye also. And then you can see here. Now what I do also here, you can see the tape here. When I'm putting holes to it, the tape helps to reinforce the paper so the paper don't rip. So you can see here, I sewed a bunch of flowers and stuff in there. I used construction paper to create these looks and everything. Here, there's a little hole right there, but I left it in there as a character. Now, also in every one of my books is a drawing that is signed by me. And that's why I did the cats in here. This is one of my drawings, as you can see here. And it's signed. I hated really putting the holes in it, but I didn't want to cut it in half, so I left it intact in case somebody decided they wanted to take it out. I also added some other papers in here as well, different ones. You can see here with different designs. I love the fact that all this handmade. This here, every one of these sheets here is from wallpaper. I find that wallpaper just really has excellent character when I can find them. There's this here, I just love this one. This is just absolutely gorgeous, and it's got a silk texture to it. It's got a heavy texture to it. This here is shelving paper, and what I did here is I left this on the back of it, so that way you can peel it off if you want to, and you can add pictures or whatever you want to it. This here I think is also just another gorgeous, gorgeous piece. It's got a good texture to it. And like I say, I love the wallpaper. And this one here is another shelf one here. If you go down to the stores, you'll see a lot of these rolls run about $5 a piece or more for some of the shelving stuff. So it's not cheap. This here is a book cover. And I put the author right here. And I trimmed it all down here. And I wanted to put it back to back. So you still have all the back here to work with. This here came out of a 1918 atlas, and this here is vintage paper out of the book, as you can see here. And I had to measure the holes and stuff, so I did not put no tape on them. I should have, but I didn't. So then I left the little rough edges on them there, as you can see. And the only kind of glue I have was my Gorilla Glue, so that's where you see some of that coming in. But it adds character to it. I did coffee and tea stain on my papers. Like I said, since I drawed a picture of a cat in, I put the cats in, and you can see the little mice here that I got with them. And I just did all that. You can see here I just created different textures. And then this cat here looks like he's looking at the mouse more. Again, here is some eagle print here with the dye and everything I created with it. As you can see right here, I mean, they're just gorgeous pieces. This here is another one of my pieces here. You can see here. And then there's my cat and my mouse right there with the mouse hole right there. And you can see right here is all up in the bushes and stuff. There's 100 plus pages. And the way I'm counting that is like, I'm counting them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, as a basic deal as you would in a book. This here is one of the flowers here. One of my little designs here. I just try to create as much of a personal touch to it as possible. I wanted to make it as original. This here is some of the leaf print bases, you know, where I was playing around with it. You can see right here. You can see here, this is just beautiful. Like I say, you can turn those any way you want to. This here is another one made out of tissue that I made. And you can see the different colors of tissue underneath it. And then the peach right there that I cut into it. And then here's the last one. I put one in the front. And I put one in the back. And each one of my covers has a overall pouch in it. So you can add more into it. So you can add a lot to it. And what I did here is I took this here and I threaded it each. I went through and over, under, and then I went and did it again. And then I went over this here, and then I took the etcher here and just tied it up. I made like little tassels to it. I thought about it one time putting these into it more. Then I thought, you know what? I just like it the way it is. And then I have a piece right here that I'll tie the book back with. So it'll stay totally connected. Like I said, there's over 100 pages in here when you count each side. And a good assortment and variety of them. So it's on my Estes. This is my first one. I have 5 more handmade covers like this that I painted up and stained up and everything. You can see this one here. You can see that one side. And then you can see this side here. So I put some glitter in it while it's still wet. Then I put a coating to it to help it stay in. It's got a rough texture to it, but I think all this just adds a little character to it. This here is my first Back to Basics junk journal that I made, and that's hope to make 5 more of them. So, you know, check my YouTube, check my Estes site out. It's joanvalkyrieshort. Favorite my shops. I have a variety of things. I have a vintage on there. I have herbs. I have a variety of stuff. So this is my first junk journal that I made. And thank you, and bless y'all, and have a good day.